small shop owner has bought in the Santa or in any Raitu Bazaar.
Those type of plastics are known as thermosetting plastics. Comparison, there are 3 types.
Up, down, right, left.
I am not inferior to anyone.
Dear Swaeroes, you're top on the hour. Congratulations.
I want to be a leader.
A very good afternoon to all the Swaeroes and teachers who are watching this program. Kennedy Lugar Yes program, the impact on Swaeroes. So that's the program today you are going to watch. I welcome you all to this program. Now let me just give an introduction about this Kennedy Lugar Yes program. Kennedy Lugar Youth Exchange and Study program is started by the US State of Home Affairs, US government. They started in 2002. It's a program to conceive, to build bridges between the citizens around the world and the American citizens. You know, America was going through a very difficult phase in terms of peace and tranquility. So they conceived upon this program called Youth Exchange Programs, wherein the youth from different countries, the age between 10 to 16, are called to America. They will be asked to stay in a home for 9 to 10 months, and they will be familiarized with American culture and traditions and the life they have around that, and familiarize them with the American life and send them back to their own countries. So there is a bond between the citizens of the world and the American citizens. It's a very good program to widen the vision of the youth around the world. You know, there are a lot of issues relating to the peace. So it's one of the best programs the Americans have conceived so far. Now the YES program, Youth Exchange and Study program, came to India in 2005. It started in India in 2005. Now it has to come, we also, our society also got a chance to participate in this program thanks to our visionary secretary, Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar IPS. It is his initiative that he said, let our students, let the Swaeroes also go to America, one of the fashionable and the most civilized country in the world, to learn the life and tradition of the American citizens. So he has taken a lot of initiative, and this is one of the flagship program, the YES program. So we have the first batch of students with us today. Now there are so many questions I know you would like to ask these two guys who are with us, the guest for today's program today. Now our second batch also is getting ready. In fact, 2 students, Sonia and Aditi, they will be flying to America the first week of August, and they will be there for 10 to 11 months. They will also come back and share their experience with us. So today we have with us Nemali Siddharth Swaero. Siddharth, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let me introduce Siddharth. Nemali Siddharth, he is a first India BPC student from IIT Gaudadotti. Siddharth, welcome to you for YES program today.
Thank you, sir.
And we also have Kallepalli Sai Kumar.
Yep.
He is a class 10 student from COE Karimnagar.
Yes, sir.
So Sai Kumar and Siddharth, welcome to today's program.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
sure that you are excited.
Yep, we
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. You are excited to share your experiences which you had around 9 to 10 months in the United States of America.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So let me not talk much about it. Let's ask Siddharth first. Siddharth, just tell about your childhood, how you came to be a Swaero.
I studied my 5th to 8th grade till in Sheikhpet, and then I wrote COE entrance exam, and I got seat in COE Karimnagar, and I moved to COE in 9th, and I did my 9th and 10th there, and I got this opportunity in 10th. I applied for the program, and I went through the selection process, and I got selected on the program, and I went after my 10th, and it's last September. I went in last September, and I came back in June 2018, so which is recent, 2 months ago.
Okay, I will come back to that big question of your excitement. Before that, which village do you hail from?
So I was born in Nalgonda, Kolar Mandal, but since 2003 we are living in Hyderabad. So my parents I was living in Hyderabad, and from Hyderabad I studied in Sheikhpet, and even when I got seat in COE Karimnagar, I still lived in Hyderabad, and we are still living in Hyderabad.
Okay, very good. Now, Sai Kumar, tell about your native place and where do you come from?
So I was from Karimnagar itself. So I was in...
Which is the village?
Gannavaram.
Gannavaram,
It's
okay.
a new mandal now.
Okay.
So I was studying in a private school from 1 to 8th grade. Then in 9th grade I moved to Rukmapur Social Welfare Center, and then in 9th grade I got selected to the YES program. Then in 9th grade I went through all the interviews and the visa and the English proficiency test. Yeah, and then
yes, I will come to that question later on. Let's hold on. Let's talk for some time.
Yep.
How did you, Siddharth? How did you come to know there is a program called YES program? Who introduced you to this program?
So one day in COE, it was my 10th last year. One day, and library sir and other music madam, she came to our class and said, "There is
I'm sure that your library sir and music sir is watching you. Say hello to them.
Hi.
Say the names and you can say hello to
Hi,
them.
Sudhakar Reddy sir and music madam. Thank you for letting me know about the program." So that day, Sudhakar sir came to us in our class and he said, "There is a program where you get to go US and study for 1 year." So I went and talked with other students, my friends in COE, and I got selected. I and other 2 friends got selected. Then that's how I came to know about the program, and I went through selection process, and it was.
Were you excited when you got the news that yes, you are being called for a program called YES program?
Yeah, I was.
What were your feelings?
I was very excited to, learn that or get to know that I might get a chance to go US and study. So I was very excited to go and participate. I wanted to do that.
But do you know that what exactly the program was?
No, I didn't really know what it was, but I heard libraries are saying it's an opportunity to go there and study, learn about their culture. So I wanted to know the culture of the people who are other side of our planet. So I thought that was something cool to learn and know, and I gave it a shot, and
good.
I got the chance.
Good, very good, very good. So what were your preparations for that? The initial stage of, from the library, what did you do next?
So we were called to a group activity. It was Discovery Day, and Ram Singh sir, my English teacher in Karimnagar COE.
You can also say hi to him.
Hi Ram Singh sir, how are you? Hope you're doing great. And so sir helped me, prepared me to go on the program with English and all the selection process. He taught me, showed us the videos, interviews and everything. He prepared us for the program, and that helped us.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Now let me come to Sai Kumar. Sai Kumar, what is your startup story?
So when I was in Rukmapur High School, my social teacher came up to me and asked about...
What is the name of the social teacher?
Kumaraswamy sir.
Say hello to...
Hi sir, I
Kumar
hope you
sir.
are doing good.
Yeah.
I'm here just because of you, Then he told me and he said, "You are the best one for this program. You can go, and it's like going to United
Now what made him think that you are the best for this? Was there any specialty with you?
Yeah, like when we have Ignite programs, I got first in our school essay writings, then second in district competition. So I think that made him choose me. So
yeah. What about Siddharth? What made you the librarian and the teacher? Okay, to select that you are the right person cut for this.
So when the library sir came to our class and he said there's a program, so we students sat there for elocution. So he wanted us to talk about something. He gave us a topic and he wanted us to talk, and we students went there and talked about the topic they gave us.
So you were able to talk something.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk.
What made you to talk? Was there any background help for you?
Well, the thing I think helped me to get selected on the program was when I was in 7th grade in Sheikhpet. There used to be a senior, and his name is Anil Kumar. He started talking in English every day with even his friends and everyone. So I started talking in English in my 7th ending, and I did that a little bit in 8th and 9th. So when I went to talk on there, that helped me. Like me keep talking in English, that helped me a little bit to get
Yes,
selected. in
Swaeroes,
those
you got it
programs.
now. You got a testimony of 2 students who got selected for YES program. What made them selected? Simple. They were participating in, as far as Sai Kumar is concerned, he was participating in all the Ignite programs, elocutions, debate, quiz, say, whatever, he was participating in that. In the case of Siddharth, he was also participating. He was looking at a person who was speaking English, and he got inspired. So that's how he said, okay, let me talk. So that's what I advise to you. Participate in all the programs which is in the school, and definitely you are going to know, if not YES program, maybe much more programs like YES, you are going to participate in that. Okay, let's come back to Sai Kumar. Yes, now what happened next? You said that one of the teachers, social studies teachers has helped you. What happened next?
Yeah, then we got an application, so I filled it up, and then they selected me, and then I was gone through Discovery Day, and then we went to some interviews, and then my English teacher, his name is Ravinder sir and Mallikarjuna sir,
Yeah.
so they helped me a lot, and then my principal Lingay sir, like, he's the one who, like,
I'm sure that Mr. Linkaya and other 2 teachers are watching your program. They must be feeling very, very proud of you.
thank
Right? Good, good. They are proud, because we as teachers, we always find that when our students scale the heights, we feel so proud of it. I'm sure that they are also feel very proud of you. Okay, right. Next.
and then so my principal helped me like to get on interviews, and he helped me, like, it took me some mock interviews or something. Then my English teachers, my principal sir, it took me some mock interviews. He helped me a lot.
Okay.
It took like 3 or 4 interviews. Like, you need to go to America right now. That's the aim you have right now.
Oh, good.
So
good,
that's what made me,
Okay.
And
Now,
that one-
Siddharth, coming to the second level. Okay, the base level was you have been selected in the schools, and you came to the head office.
Well, I went to Hyderabad
Okay.
from Karimnagar. I came to Hyderabad, and there are coordinators who select us. It's John Emmanuel Mota for Hyderabad chapter.
Yes, from the US
Yeah.
US
Yeah,
US
he's the
office.
alumni. He went on the program before, like, 3 or 4 years ago, and he's the one doing voluntary job for this program. He's the one who selected us.
Yeah.
So we went to him. All the Swaeroes, like, we the ones who got selected from the hostels or
Yeah.
the colleges or schools.
yeah.
We applied for it. We wrote essay writings, and we got selected in those essay writings. So they wrote us a mail saying.
Okay, in the head office, who helped you?
In head office
Yeah.
here, it was Chalapat sir who helped us.
Okay, so you can say hi to Salpati sir.
Hi, Chalapat
I'm sure
sir.
that he is watching. And also, I think you are Swara coordinator, Mr. Prasad. Durga Prasad. Mr.
Yeah.
Mita helped you?
Yeah,
say
hi,
hi
sir.
to Mr. Durga Prasad.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are doing good.
Yeah, good. Okay. I think your case also, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Sai Kumar, your case also, when you came to head office, Mr. Chalapati might have helped you,
Yes.
and as well as Mr. Durga Prasad might have helped you.
Yep.
I'm sure that they have a lot of trouble, but they made sure that you both of you go to States for 10 months of stay there and come back with a rich experience, right? Okay, now Siddharth, when you came to Hyderabad, what were your feelings from the maybe from Sheikhpet? You came to Hyderabad. What was your feeling that time?
From Sheikhpet, when I went to COE, I was away from home because I live in Hyderabad, and COE is like in Karimnagar. It's long, so I was little scared to go there because it's away from home, and what if my dad couldn't come in or urgent situations. And still I got adapted to that in my 9th class, and in 10th when I came to Hyderabad for the program, I was a little excited and little scared because I don't know what was going to happen. It was just a mail saying, the selection process has started, so we were excited and a little fear, but after seeing the students there who came for the program and talking with them, getting to know each other, making friends, that made me a little comfortable.
How many students have come for the first round of selection?
So they said us they got 800 or 8,000, I think it's like 1,500 applications, and in that, in Hyderabad chapter, they called only 30 students, and in the 30 students, 22 or 21 students were Swaeroes.
Yes, okay. Swaeroes, this YES program is spread across to the students of all over the world by the, organized by the Home Affairs, United States of America. Now, from 2002, more than 500 students are alumni, is a very strong network. YES alumni, they are called, they are spread across the world. Now they are the first batch, Sai Kumar and Siddhartha, the first batch, the proud first batch of YES program alumni from our society. So I'm sure that they too made our society very proud by going to the very prestigious program called YES program. Okay, now Sai Kumar,
Yes, sir.
so when you came to head office, what was your feelings, and were you scared like him?
Yeah, like a little bit scary, but Chalapa sir helped me a lot. Like, you know, you can get on to it, and he helped me a lot.
Okay.
And then it's all about teachers that who helped me. Yeah, and then my family too.
Okay.
Yeah.
In what way your family supported you?
In like, you know, when I told them that I have a chance to go to United States, they are like, yeah, you got the golden chance. Yeah, you could make it. Just try hard. They gave me anything I need, and then they spend a lot of money on me too.
Good, very good. Huh. In what way your family helped you, Siddharth?
So when my dad came to know that I might get a chance to go to US, he believed in Praveen Kumar sir, because whatever Praveen Kumar sir does, it's something great. So he believed that it's a real thing and it would be worthy for me to go there. So my family and my school principal, Ananta Lakshmi ma'am, and Ram Singh sir, they helped me, they encouraged me, they told me like, you can get selected, you speak good English, and you can face it, and they gave me motivation from the back, and they stood behind, you know, on my back, and they helped me to go to selection and participate confident.
Yes,
with confidence.
Swaeroes, you heard it from Siddharth. Whatever our secretary, Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar does, he does in style, and he makes sure that it ends in a good tone and a successful tone. And believe in him, believe in all the head office officers, believe in your teachers, believe in your principals, believe in your parents. I'm sure that any program we doled out to you, given by the society, is good for your success. So believe in our secretary, believe in the society programs, believe in your school, believe in your teachers. Okay, come back. And Siddharth, again Siddharth to you.
Okay, sir.
So what is the next step you have done?
After on Discovery Day, we were 30 students, and on that day we did group activities. So the group gets a work to do, and we have to do the work and explain what we did with our speaking skills, and then we get to give an interview. They'll ask us about what's your life like, or where are you studying, what your parents are doing, and those questions. And if you get selected in that, they'll give you yes program application, which is called by main application. So we have to fill that, and we have to send the hard copy to them and scanned copy too. Then they'll select us by seeing the application.
Okay, very good. Yeah. And how did you do in those preliminary tests?
Yeah, I think I did good. And John, the local coordinator, he helped me a lot, you know. And then I got a good group. Like, we are worked in a group, so I got a good group, and then we made a good out of it, and then we presented it in a good way, so that he liked it. I mean, the John.
Can you just recollect one of the questions they asked in the first round or something like that? Maybe Siddharth, you could also think about a question which they asked in the first round.
I remember the group task given to my group, the one I was in. So what they gave us they gave us the charts, and they gave us some newspapers, and they wanted us to cut some photos, and you think you can make a story. So we picked all the girls' pictures who did great in their even sports or education from those newspapers, and about PV Sindhu. When they asked us to talk about it, we talked about women empowerment. And when I got to talk about it, I talked about PV Sindhu, saying like we should let even girls do many things, because girls can do. There are stereotypes where people think that girls cannot do many things, but PV Sindhu proved it, and Purna proved it. So I told them like what girls have done, and how it's how it will be important if we give opportunity to girls, and how useful it will be for India.
Good. What is the question you got?
Yeah, for me, I got. They gave us papers, so he told us to pick any pictures without writing, just make a story. So what we did in our papers, we got a lot of animal stuff, animal pictures. So we pasted on the chart, and then we explained about it, like in few more years we are not going to see these animals because they are in like red book, they're going to like endangered animals, you know. And then we talked about it in a depth, and then that's what we made.
Okay, good. And what are the other type of questions they asked you?
It was personal interviews again. After that, we got to write an essay writing again. And after the essay writing, it was personal interview. Joe Christopher sir from Hyderabad Consulate, and other people, the one from Delhi head office, and John, they interviewed us, asking some questions. What do your parents do? What's your goal? What do you want to do in future? What do you think the program will give you in future? So there were a couple of questions about it, and that was the interview. And that was the Discovery Day. And after that, we got main applications.
Where you got to know the students from other schools or any other societies, anything like that, or only our students were there? Only students from our society were there?
No, they were not only, they were not all society students. They were, in 30 students, I think 21 or 22 students were society students. They got selected. And the other 8 or 9 students were from private schools and other government schools. So after going there, what I realized was when they said they got mail applications or application selection process for like 1,500 students, and 22 Swaeroes selected and 8 are private schools. So I thought like, wow, I realized that Swaeroes are really good in many fields.
Yes.
So that's when I realized like there are many Swaeroes.
So there is Swaero power everywhere.
Yeah, there is Swaero power. The power
Good.
is very strong.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Sai Kumar, did you see any Swaeros disappointed of not getting selection after when you were selected?
No, I never seen people like
Yeah.
being disappointed. They were happy. They gone through
Yeah.
all these interviews,
Uh.
and then they encouraged me like, you could do it. We didn't do, but you have to do it.
Okay.
So they helped me, and then we also got people from other schools, you know, and then we were talking about it, and then they called me. The other Swaeroes students who didn't select, they called me and said, "Hey, Sai, how are you doing? What's it about?" You know, they want to know,
Yeah.
and then they helped me. So this is what I did wrong, and this is you have to present it like that. So that way you can get selected in it. So they like encouraged me even though they were failed. But
Okay. Siddharth, can you, if I ask you one question, like what helped you to get there, to be selected? Can you use in one word?
I guess it's motivation.
Motivation. Sai Kumar,
yeah,
what is the one word you use to get there?
it's like encouragement.
Encouragement. Okay, very good. So motivation and encouragement, right? Swaeroes, there are 3 steps which is involved in this selection of YES program, if I am right. The first one is the filling up of the application form in the right way. Then they have to answer some series of questions. Then you have to write an essay. They will give an essay. You have to write very, the essay should be very well. It should be very impressive. Then there is a face-to-face interview. Then there are also group and pair discussions. So while you are doing the pair discussion and the group discussion, there will be observers observing you, and they will be grading your confidence and your communication skills. So that's how these 2 students have passed this test, the first preliminary test. Now, are you ready to go to America now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So let us now, we have completed the basic process.
Yep.
Now let's go to America
Yeah,
now.
America.
So when did you start preparations for going to America? Siddharth.
So we got call from New Delhi, the main office. They called us in May, and they said we will have a pre-departure orientation in June. So we went to Delhi, and we got to meet the students who got selected from different parts of India. And there were 4 Swaeroes in that, and there are total 36 students from total India, and in that 4 are Swaeroes, and all others are from different states and different schools. So we were united there, and we got to meet different people there, different students, and there they told us how the program is going to be, how we have to participate, and they explained the program. Then I got to know what exactly the program is, who I'm going to stay with, or what I'm going to learn there, how beneficial it is to go there. So I got most of the things I learned there, and previously I came to know about them too because of me using internet with Ram Singh sir, and in the school he showed us about the programs and the people who have been on the program and their interviews or their experience. So he showed us, and that's something made me confident to make me feel like this program is worth. So when I went there, I was confident in Delhi too. So we got to know about the program very much in Delhi, and we were prepared there.
Okay. And what about you?
So
Where you get to know many people in the airport?
yep, yeah, there is a lot of people, like a lot of friends from different states of India, and then I got some best friends from different. That I'm proud of that. I got like from all all our states,
Okay.
and then they helped me to make friends and then just go happy.
Okay. By the way, did you both get a chance to talk to our secretary before you fly to America?
No,
You didn't get it. You missed that chance to meet
Yeah.
him. Okay.
I wish I got a chance to meet him.
I think I'm sure he will be happy to meet you as well.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, who are your foster parents, like in America?
So the family hosted.
The foster parents are the people who host the students who are going to America on the program called YES program. They'll be adopted by a family for 9 to 10 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my American dad, whom I call I call my parents mom and dad, and they have 4 siblings. So my American dad is Alex Beatty, and my mom is Melissa Beatty, and Beatty is their last name. So they have 4 kids, and they adopted me for 9 months, and they had me in their family. that's I feel great about, because
what was Mr. Alex?
yeah,
What job was he doing?
He used to drive trucks, and he still does, but for the different companies. So he drives semi trucks, which are like very long trucks, which take either some goods from a store to other store for fill the store. And now he's doing sand. He carries sand in a semi truck from one place to the other place, and they use that sand to bring the oil up from the ground.
Okay, good. What about Sai Kumar?
Yeah, I was hosted in Colorado. My dad is John Parwood, and he used to be an electrician, but he got disabled and he got injured in that job. So the company pays him, but he didn't work it.
No.
And then my mom is Cheryl Parwood. She is a manager at Walmart, and I got 2 twin brothers.
Good.
So they're younger than me.
Okay.
And then they are the 2 little kids that's I have enjoyed with.
Good, good, good.
Yeah.
So very good family, right?
Awesome.
But in India, we say, if you are hosted with such kind of status families, do we accept it?
That's a good question, sir. So
Suppose I say, okay, I am come from, I am going to another state, right? Let's take the example of India. I go to another state, and a truck family accepts me, or as you said, somebody works in a store. Say, let's say storekeeper. So we host them. Do we make it as a big proud thing in India?
well, it's good if you
What's
host
the
it.
difference? You see the difference?
Yeah, it's good, and it's very respectful thing if you host a person from other country or other place. But here we have even middle class family. They might not be right or good able to host a student, but in US they have adapting culture. They adapt students even from the younger age. So hosting us for 9 or 10 months is not big thing for them. They adapt students for their lives. So I think it was easy for them, and it can become easy in India too once the culture starts growing it, and we need to encourage it instead of if we encourage that kind of thing, then that would be common in India.
Yes,
which is
I think
great.
we all first Swaeroes, we all need to know the dignity of labor. Whatever we do, we have to do it happily. And we should not say this work is not cut out for me. I will do only this white collar job. See, this is what we have to learn from the foreigners. Whatever they do, it can be a low paid job, it can be a menial job, but they see dignity in that. In India, we miss it very, very badly, and we need to improve on that. So that's what the point. That's why question I asked them specifically. Just wanted to make you sure that dignity of labor is very, very important, right? And can you talk about your family a bit more? How did they receive you, and how did they mingle with you, etc.?
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
So when I went, I was placed in Wyoming State, and the town I was placed in is Rock Springs. So they hosted. I got the family information before like a week I fly to US, and I went there, and they welcomed me into the family. I got to the state and to the place. My American mom, along with her 2 kids, took me from airport to the house. And there I got to meet the students, and my dad went to work that day on the first day. I was a little nervous because I don't know what was going on. I mean, I know what will happen, but I was not very sure. I was wanted to know what's going to happen, and I was curious to know I was excited to know what will happen tomorrow or what will happen in the future. I wanted to meet the brothers, my American brothers, and my family, talk with them. So they welcomed me very nice. They are awesome people, and I have 4 little brothers. Their ages 2, 5, 10, and 11, and their names are Bryden, Jinson, Wyatt, and Trinity, respectively. And they are cute. They are little, and I got to spend very precious time with them. They're cute. I enjoyed talking with them. I enjoyed talking with my American family. You might not believe it, but trust me, they treated me just like their own son.
You had 5 brothers.
4, and I was the 5th one.
Oh, so you had 4 brothers, and how did they call you? What name did they call you?
Usually they couldn't pronounce Siddhartha, so they used to call me Sid.
Sid, yeah.
Yeah, Sid. It was
Tom
my
Sawyer's
nickname.
character, right?
Yeah.
Tom Sawyer, yeah. Okay.
So it was my nickname there. They called me Sid, and I used to call my American parents mom and dad. I prefer that because, see, I'm staying away from my real parents, so I wanted to make an environment where I feel like I'm with my real parents instead of feeling homesick. So that's the reason why I choose to call them mom and dad, where I can feel loved. And it's not just my thing. They really made me feel like I'm their own kid, and they're my real parents. They helped me. They encouraged me. They were with me. They made me feel safe. So they were with me. They never made me feel alone. I loved it very much.
You said about homesickness. Not one day you have not felt homesick?
It's funny. I thought I would I would feel homesick before going there, but once I went there, met the people.
The day one onwards, you were just happy with them.
Yeah, on the day one I was a little nervous, I didn't know what was going on, even on the first day of the school.
Yeah.
But once I came to know what a typical day there is like, then I was happy. I wanted to talk with them. I wanted to learn from them. So it was very awesome. I mean, honestly, I was never homesick there. But, when I was coming, I cried. I cried a lot.
Okay. Sai Kumar,
Yeah.
what is your story?
So, like, when I got into the airport, they picked me up, that was, it was good. They are like strange looking people, but, I still got some hope that it's going to be good. And then, they took me and and then in the first day in United States, it was good. I got to see many places. And then I went to my grandma's, grandparents and all those peoples. And then I got to twin brothers. They are like 15 and they're like my height. And then, they're just like my friends. They helped me.
What do they call you?
They used to call me as Sai.
Sai.
Because
Okay, good.
it sounds like some Mexican name,
yeah.
kind of. But, that's Sai. Simple, sweet. That's what they say. And then, then my first day of school, and I got a lot of friends. And then we got animals too. I got my own dog, which is like it's a great thing I ever got. Then when it comes to my mom and dad, they're really good, They made me Indian food sometimes, and then they made me try all
Who
those.
cooked the Indian food? They themselves cooked or you cooked?
They themselves cooked.
And
it
have you
gave
not
me a
cooked any time?
No, they didn't let me cook, because
Okay.
my dad gave me a surprise when I got to home from school. It's like, hey, I made you something. So what was that? It's like Indian curry. I was like, oh, it smells so good. Yeah.
What was the curry?
Indian chicken biryani.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Good.
Then
So they might have learned through Google.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah.
Then and then they used to give me my pocket money every day. Like if I need something that I don't really like, but if I need something, they used to like, hey, Sai, do you need anything? I'll get it for you. Because my mom works at Walmart, and then they bought me a lot of cold stuff, because Colorado is the coldest place ever.
Yes.
So
yeah.
And then my brothers, and we got 2 horses. We used to go riding every day, not every day, but when we get time, and then just all those cowboy.
Good, good,
yeah.
good experience. And Siddharth, did you get a chance to cook Indian food for them?
Actually, I don't know cooking, but they asked me whether I can cook, and I said I can't cook. But one day my mom asked me, what are you missing from India? And I said it's Indian chicken curry. I used to like it. So she watched YouTube videos and she made Indian chicken curry with rice. Usually they don't eat rice a lot, so she made rice and she made chicken curry, which was exactly like our Indian, and I really loved it. She made chicken curry for me, and that was so lovely of her.
Good.
And I got to experience many things with the family. I got to meet my mom's parents and my dad's parents, and when I went to their home, they treated me like their grandchild. There's no differentiation like he's a foreign kid or something.
Yeah.
It's just they just exactly have treated me like their grandson.
They just absorbed you into their families, right? Both of you, right?
Yeah. It was great, and
Okay.
I got to do many things with my grandparents too.
And did they take you out for different occasions like Saturdays and Sundays and all that?
Yeah, the weekend, there was
Weekends.
fun on weekends, and when it actually snows a lot there, and for Christmas and for some festivals or for some occasions, my American parents and my grandparents, both from my mom's side and my dad's side, they gave me jackets and snow boots and the monkey caps kind of things to make me stay warm from that cold. It's like in negative Fahrenheit, negative 13 or 12 Fahrenheit, so it's very cold, and they made me stay warm. So that's something I felt loud.
And you enjoyed the American Christmas, the best time of the year for them.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Christmas went great. I got a lot of presents, and I got to buy some presents for my American brothers, and they bought me presents which are like very costly.
Good, good.
And
Sai Kumar, what was your experience in shopping during Christmas season?
Yeah,
They start Christmas on 1st December itself. It's a long celebrations.
Yeah,
Yes.
when it was like coming to December, we started painting our house, and then a lot of new stuff, and then we went for 3 days shopping. Me and my parents, they bought me everything, and then I got presents like a branded headset or the virtual reality glasses or something. And then on the Christmas, my US Army brother, he works in US Army, so that's the first time I met him, and he was so nice. And and then we went to a lot of places for this Christmas. We went to Nebraska, we went to Wyoming, we went to Indiana, all
Okay.
those other states.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I enjoy really a
Good,
lot.
very good. So now let's see, how did you fare in the high school? Your 9 months, you are supposed to spend your time in the daytime, at least in the schools, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you get admission then? What subject did you study there?
So I went to high school. I think I started it on September 15th, and right when I entered into the high school, I went to the school counselor with my mom to register my classes, and she registered me some classes, and I took Algebra 3, which is maths, and I took English Junior, which is for 11th grade students, and I had 2 games periods, and I had a chemistry class, and I had a biology class and American government class. And my favorite subject was to learn and get to know about was American government. It was very interesting. I got to know about the judicial system, legislative system, and executive system, and many other systems of American, government. So that was something excited me and made me like the subject. So that's what the classes I took in my high school there. And the first day I was a little nervous to enter the high school, but then I got to make friends.
How many months did you study the American history?
I got it for 2 semesters, so it's
2 semesters.
a year class.
Okay.
So I took it, actually the school there started on August 21 last year. So I joined late there because I went late, and from September I had it till May, till the last day of the
Good.
school.
So you know American history better than the Indian history?
Actually it's American government, so
Yeah.
I am sure that I know American government, what I learned
Yeah.
more than Indian
Good. I'm sure
government
that you are
system.
going to study Indian history as well.
Yeah.
You need to.
And I'm also interested to get to know about American government a lot, and try to adapt that here, help to try to get adapt
Good.
that to
Okay.
here.
Let's see, Sai Kumar, what subject did you take in the high school?
So in US high school, I took US history, US literature, and then geometry 3, and then biology.
What do you mean by geometry 3?
It divided into 3 like a grade. So geometry 1 for like 9th grade, 2 for like 10th grade, and then 3 for like junior, I mean like first year guys. And then I took music too, and band, and then woodshop. That's what I took, and I really enjoyed making new things in woodshop. And I made like a bookshelf or or a cutting board for my dad.
Good.
He used to love it, and he kept it in his personal room, so that he could, like, whenever he missed me, he would like see
Very
those
good.
things.
You also
and-
studied American history?
Oh yeah, I did.
Good,
study.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
So by studying history, did you find anything useful to you? In what way American history made you a different person, or what is the effect of that study in you?
So the American government class, it was about the American system, how it works, the rules and regulation. I think that's what made them, to be disciplined and punctual and many things like that. So that's something I got adapted to, because everyone does that. Usually here we will do what everyone does instead of doing what teachers actually say. So there what everyone does and what the government says is something they follow, and it's all disciplined, and they follow the rules very strictly. So the government was great, and the 3 branches where not even a single branch will have more power. See, even the president cannot have more power. He cannot do what people don't like. So it all goes by the people, popular sovereignty. It's how it works. It's with the people. If people don't like it, they will tell their representatives or the senators, then they vote for dislike. Then even the president can't do anything about it. So that's how it works.
Yeah,
there.
Sai Kumar, has the study of American government system changed you or has any effect in you?
Yeah, because I think they are not. I mean, they are very. I mean, like disciplined, kind of, I guess. But I don't really see politicians in the TVs or in news channels. But they do things behind the people. They don't.
Yeah,
They don't show up.
Right.
Like we did that or we did this.
Yes,
but
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, as far as I know, we don't talk about politics very often, because I don't know why, but like in India, we talk about politics a lot of times, like KCR did that or Narendra Modi did that, but they only talk about Donald Trump because he's a craziest guy, I guess. And then, then we have some group issues, like group discussions in classes, like, we get into debates, and, like when they have the North Korea and US war, and then we had to like pick what's the wrong and what's the right thing we have to do about North Korea and US stuff. And then I got to study about a lot of
Okay, what usually the students speak in the classrooms? Usually out of the subject, what type of topic do they discuss?
Usually if it is a biology class, they can usually talk about what they want to do in the weekends or what did they do in their games class. So it's just, you know, positive atmosphere there where
Yeah.
they get to talk what they were doing or what they want to do in the either in the future or what they did with their previous friends.
Very
So
good.
discussion like that, which will help them, you know,
Were you
understand each other.
bullied by the other student because of you are an Asian, you are an Indian,
No.
or you have a dark skin like
No.
that?
No.
No bullying was there.
No,
So you
not
are
at
saved
all.
because of that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were very respectful. They don't care where you came from or where you are living or what color you are. They just make you feel like it's their house or it's your house. They want you to feel like they really welcome you. They mean it. If they are welcoming you, they mean that you want to stay with them and they like to have fun with you. They want to talk with you because you're from a whole different nation and they want to know
Okay,
about that
so there are
country.
a lot of people coming around to you and asking for about India, the
Yep.
culture, our civilization, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Good. So were you able to answer all their questions?
Most of them, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And how did the teachers teach there? I'm very interested, curious to know about how did the teachers treat you and how did they teach you?
Treaters and teachers.
Yeah.
So the way the teachers teach us is like we usually have projectors. We have camera where they write and we get to see. And my algebra 3 class, it starts with a question of the day where you get to. It's not the syllabus what you're learning today. It's the syllabus from other chapter or so. Therefore, you know, when you use it or when you do the problem, you don't forget the previous basics. So the class starts with the question of the day so that you don't forget the basics and you do the daily problems and you get homework. And other students in other classes, we have project works and we have, you know, digital classes where we get to use Google Classroom and do homeworks. And we get worksheets for homeworks. They give us homework, they post something in Google Classroom. We have to watch the video and write the homeworks. They will be like fill in the blanks and they don't be exactly the same what they say. We have to understand it, it's understanding. So we have to watch the video and understand the point and write the answers. That's how you get grades. So mostly their grades are based on the homeworks and I mean in the state I went because it differs from state to state. So in the state I went, homeworks and the tests were the thing where you can get grade.
Sai Kumar, how do your teachers at present teach you in your school at COE Karimnagar?
Yeah, like we get into a lot of discussions, you know, and then we get to like it's like same, but in US we get to a lot of
No,
group
just focus on how do the teachers in Karimnagar COE teaches you. Then we will compare with the US, right? Okay.
So yeah, it's like learning through fun, and then you know. Yeah, it's serious.
It's again question answers.
Yeah, question
Little
and answer.
bit of mugging up.
It's not like that. It depends on teacher to teacher.
Okay.
So
in general,
yeah, you know, we just go into group discussions and then everyone gives their own answers. And the conclusion answers the teacher gives us, and then yeah, it's like normal.
But you still get to mug up things, right?
Yeah, we still get to.
Because that's we are used to such things,
Yep,
right?
yep,
Indeed. Okay.
yeah.
Now we compare with the teachers from US.
Yes. Then when I compare like United States and Indian thing, it's like we got a lot of freedom there, so we can add like we have.
As a student, you have a lot of freedom.
Yep. As a student, like
Okay.
you know, the teachers are like very friendly, and then you know they will help you for everything. I mean, here they will help you too in India too, but in US, you know, I done all my homeworks through my Chromebook. It means laptop.
As a students, are you allowed to ask a lot of questions to the teachers?
Yeah.
If you don't ask questions, what do they ask? They tell you. Do they encourage you to ask you questions?
Yeah, they will. If they are teaching something and if they want to, they can just, you know, say like, hey Sid, can you stand up, and or usually they don't ask you to stand up, but do you know this answer? And if I know the answer, I will answer it, and if I don't know the answer, it's fine. I mean, they won't, you know, get mad because I'm not paying attention or something. If I don't get the answer, I'll just tell them, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. So they will explain it again, and if you don't get again, they will explain it again. They keep explaining you till you get. They don't, you know, get mad or get tired.
Okay,
of
that was my first question. Do they get mad at you for not studying or not completing the homework?
No.
In case you don't do the homework, what do the teachers do?
You just don't get the grade, and probably it will affect. See, if you want to play any games there, they'll see your grade probably, and if you are in C or D, and that means you're not doing homework, then you might not get opportunity to play games because you're not doing the school activities or the homework. So probably you should do homework if you want to participate.
Okay, what
in
type of
others.
homework do they give you usually?
So it's mostly the homeworks where we can do in the internet itself, Google Classroom, and it's worksheets a lot of worksheets where you get to watch the videos and do, and sometimes we take notes through projectors, and we have to find the answers in there. And there are some homeworks where we call it reading guide and study guide. So reading guide is where before starting a chapter, teacher will ask you to read the chapter, and he will give a worksheet before you reading the chapter. Then you have to read the chapter and answer those worksheets, then you will get grade on it. And after the chapter, he will give you a study guide. So it's on how you can do the problems, even in the chemistry also, how you can do the problems and how much did you get the program or the subject. So there is reading guide and study guide, and there are other worksheets too.
Okay, good. Sai Kumar, what is your classroom experience in the Colorado high school?
Yeah, it was like the same thing like he told. Then we need to like prepare some presentations.
I think we have so I think some people have become your fans. They wanted to talk to you, I think. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Sir,
Hello.
good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
This is Swaeroes, sir.
Shravani Swaeroes from
Chitkul, sir.
Chitkul. Okay, Shravani.
Chitkul.
Yeah, please. Do you have a question or you want to talk to Siddharth or Sai Kumar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Siddharth brother, sir.
Shravani, can you reduce the volume of your TV? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please ask your question, Shravani.
Sir,
Yeah.
what did you learn in USA when compared with India?
So
Very good question. Good question. Yeah.
So in India, we learn many things from parents when we are growing, and when we get to meet new people, we learn many things from our friends. And again, we learn many things when you come to school and from the teachers. And in US, you will learn them too, but it's a little different because the way the parents grow their children, it's different. The way what they teach the children, the first words a parent teaches to the child is they'll teach the colors, they'll teach the numbers, they'll teach the animal names, they'll teach the body parts, where the body parts are. So that's how the kids are grown, and they'll teach them in a scientific way where they don't really believe in superstitions. Of course they do, but mostly when the kids are growing, they want to tell them what scientifically true is. Even I have a brother there who is 11 years old, and one day when I touched him, we were doing something and I touched him and I got little shock. And he said, "Sid, did you know what it was? It was electrostatic force." And he kept explaining me what it was. So I took a video of it and I showed it to my friends in Gauli that day, and they were like, they are very smart. So the thing is, they teach them many scientific things when they are kids. Even the cartoons they watch when they are kids, they are scientific too. They are not like just fun or something. Of course they are fun, they'll have fun watching them, but they are scientifically
Very
good.
Yeah,
and
Sai Kumar, I just wanted to, that question prompted me to ask another question to you directly.
Yeah.
How do the parents treat their children there? Is it compared to India?
Yeah, like they teach, it's like practical, they teach, they don't teach like superstition stuff. They will tell what the truth is, and then yeah, that's what they do. And then the children are very curious to learn the things, and then and the people and the father and mother, they teach the people, the students, by experimenting stuff, like cooking stuff. If you cook this one with that one, this is gonna show up.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think we have a phone. Hello.
Hello, sir. This is Manisha from Surapet district, sir.
Hello, Manisha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Manisha, do you have a question to ask to any of these?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please ask your question, Manisha.
Hello, sir. I'm asking to the Sai Kumar brother
Yep.
that, yeah, brother, do you have an idea to develop our society when you come back from the America?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Probably she want to ask you what are your ideas to develop our society once you come back from America.
Yeah. Like the one thing that India is missing is they will go to a lot of practicals, like experimenting in physics and stuff. We did a lot of experiments, but in India, I think that's what it is missing.
Mm.
Like in
Lot
physics,
of practicals.
a lot of practicals. But yeah, if that is okay, I think the US and the Indians study will be, you know, in an equal level. or
Equal.
something.
Okay. Very good. I think Manisha got your answer. I think right.
Yeah.
Okay. Siddharth.
Sir.
Siddharth, do we have a call? Okay. Siddharth, did you find any difference between the Indian parents and the American parents? The way they treat their children.
In the way they treat their children is they love their kids. Everywhere, you know, parents love their kids, but treating other person, I think there's a little difference between India and US. Because see, my parents love me and I love them too. So there is, you know, I know how they treat me. But if I go to other people who I never met or I never even saw, they might not treat me the same way how my parents do here in India. But the family I went there, I never saw them. I don't even know who they were, where they live. I just got into the flight and the flight took me there. They just met me there. And what they made me is like, they made me feel like I'm their own kid, right? So that's something I'm saying. Their kids and everyone, they treat the same and they treated me the same way.
Siddharth, I think we have a call. Hello.
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 Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm Sarita from Nizamabad.
Sarita from Nizamabad. Yeah, Sarita.
Sarita, sir.
Yeah.
From Nizamabad district, Dharma.
Okay, Dharmaram, right?
So I would like to ask Sai Kumar one question that
Yeah.
by going to America in future, what you are going to implement in India?
What we got?
What are you?
What are you are going to implement in India?
Implement.
Comparing to America.
Implement in India.
Acha, you mean to say what are the things he is going to put into practice?
Yes, sir.
In capacity as a student?
Sir?
As a capacity of a student?
Yes, sir.
Yes, as a student, she wants to ask you as a student.
Yeah.
So how are you going to contribute to India as a student?
As a student, so you know, just I'm gonna be like as alumni from now. So you know, and me and him and Siddharth, we're gonna like pull up some students and send them to America, and then you know make some.
You help the other students
Yeah,
to go to America and be like you.
Yeah, and
Be
then
like, yeah.
you know motivate some students, you know, who are going like the next coming batch. You know, we just talked to them, and they said we said it's gonna be fine. You know, you're going to do better, and then you know we are planning to do other such things like you know like some projects like reach the unreached. We are doing that with our local coordinator. We didn't even start that yet, but we are starting it.
Yeah, I think. Okay. Okay, we have another caller. Hello.
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 Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, this is Prashant Deva from IIT Gauldodi.
IIT Gauldodi, Prashant.
Yes.
Your friend is here.
Yeah, yes, my friend Sidhu is there.
Yeah.
I want to talk with him right now.
You want to ask him a question?
Yeah.
Please ask.
Hi, Prashant.
Hi, Sidhu. How are you?
Good, and you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's good.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question that.
Sure.
Yeah, you spent 1 year in America
Yeah.
and you came here to India.
Yeah.
And how are you balance your days within in America and here?
I'm sorry, how did I do what?
Yeah, you spent 1 year in America and you came here. And
Okay, how do you balance your life? Okay, right.
So how did I get adapted to it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think he wants that.
So if that is your question, when I went to US, I didn't really expect much things, because sometimes if you expect many things, you might get disappointed. And I know how India is before going, and I expected some changes. And after coming here, there are some things, and I want to change that in the students too, because there are disciplined students there. I want to put them in action. If we say, and there are some people where they give motivational speeches, but if they don't follow it, it's not possible to make it work.
Yeah, good. I think we have one last call. I think I'll take our last call. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm Shiny from Isnapur.
Shiny from Ignapur. Hi, Shiny. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm fine.
Good, good. Tell me.
Brother, we want to know about your accent. Did you get any training?
Training in what? Accent. Oh, good question. Yeah, brothers.
okay.
Acha, I think you there really became fans of your accent and the diction which you are using. Right. That's a good question, Shiny.
So
In fact, you know, you asked my question. I wanted to ask last question. I don't have a chance now.
yeah. So,
Okay.
see, about accent or slang, so we were like a normal kids when we are here, and then when we got into United States, we can hardly understand their language, but you know, when we like try to listen to their voice, you know, the way they pronounce, you know, then we try to keep the same pronunciation in our language. That what made us, you know, this slang. That's it.
Okay, good. Good question. I think Shiny asked a question which I was had in my mind to ask you. There is a lot of improvement in your language, usage of language, like diction and, you know, pronunciation and the accent. In fact, I think the ecosystem which you were in for 10 months, you are exposed to the American accent and the pronunciation. So over a time you got used to it, and you, without your knowledge, you got it adapted to it, right?
Yeah.
Now it has become part of you,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
right?
Yeah.
Can our Swaeroes do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can do.
Uh-huh.
See, if we, as I said, if we just think about it, we might not do it. If we put it into action, say, I have many people who said, like, you know, we have to talk in English every day. But first, if you start talking in English every day, that's when you know, seeing you, other person will start talking in English, and that's when, you know, others will talk, and that's how it spreads. So putting into action is the most important thing. If you want to talk in American accent, just, you know, as far as you know, maybe from Hollywood movies or from other people, just try to talk it. It's a bravery. It's not, you know.
Yeah. By the way, when you talk about Bollywood movies, Hollywood movies, did you get to see some Hollywood movies?
Yeah, I got to.
What are the movies you saw?
In theater, I watched a movie called IT. It's a ghost
With your
movie.
families, foster families?
Yeah, it was my. with
Sai
my
Kumar, did you
family.
make an extra effort to learn language there, pick up accent and
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah. So they made me like to watch many movies. So I watched like nearly 100 films.
Oh,
So that's what made me like speak like that.
okay.
And then when it comes to school, so we got a lot of schools friends, right? So they will let us speak. You know, we will get into like long drive, and then they will ask a lot of questions about India, like how India will be, you know, how the festivals will be. So that's what made me, you know. Then I used to reply to them, you know, in their language so they could understand me. So that's what, you know, made my language
Very
a
good,
little
very
better.
good, very good. Okay, thank you. Dear Swaeroes, you heard Siddharth and Sai Kumar. They spent around 10 months as a student in America. They stayed in the foster families, which they are really, really missing now. They told me in the private conversation that they have just missed their foster father. They call them dad and mom, and their sibling as well. And one of the questions which now one of the student asked, Shiny from Isnapur, she asked, how did they pick up their accent? I just wanted you to concentrate on that, and also their success. Now, as far as their accent is concerned, I strongly recommend you to listen to the English news, especially the Indian English news. Start with that, then you go on to the BBC or other English channels or CNN. They will give you an exposure to the foreign accent, the foreign way of pronouncing the English words. Then you read a lot of books, see the movies, good movies, English movies, and create an atmosphere of English in your own institutions. Never speak Telugu as far as possible. Okay, don't forget, Telugu is our mother tongue, but still concentrate in English listening and speaking skills, and maybe later on that will help you to have the writing skills. Now, the second point I wanted to tell you that now why Sai Kumar and Siddharth is sitting along with me in the studio today, and thousands of your friends are watching them. The reason is they have two important things they have learned. That is, we need to look the takeaways from today's program is that have determination and a willpower. They and somebody to inspire you. Their opportunities. You are the secretary, the society, the principal, the teachers are the opportunities for you. They are giving you a lot of opportunities, including so many programs. Catch hold of these opportunities, get these opportunities, and work hard towards, like Siddharth, like Sai Kumar. Have a determination, have a teacher to guide you, confide in the teachers, have faith in the teachers, and definitely I am sure that I will have a chance to take you to next year, if God willing, to take you to the studio and introduce many of you into your own friends, like the persons who spend their few months in the States. So thank you, Sai Kumar and Siddharth, for spending a long time and sparing your time. I think you are busy in your COEs and IITs, Gaududoddi, but you spare some time to inspire your friends. That's a very great thing. And also sharing your experience. I am sure that you are excited with this. And it doesn't stop here. and continue your studies, continue your great desire. Sky is the limit. For Swaeroes, sky is the limit. So thank you very much for joining us the show. Bye bye from all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.